All right, reacting to results of an absent father. All right. Let's get it.
Street dudes are not masculine men. They act just like females because they don't make rational decisions to be aggressive. Their feelings make them aggressive, and that's how they end up in prison. They have absent fathers, so they're raised by a single mother, so they're pulling off that same energy that their mother gives, over-emotional. They carry very feminine, hyper-emotional traits like women do. Any little thing, they'll shoot the whole block up. No emotional control. And that's why outsiders call them monkeys. So today, we're gonna go over how absent fathers are the reason why street dudes are misguided, using the 48 laws of power. Law 10, avoid the unhappy and unlucky.
Thanks a lot.
They want the same thing he got.
What kind of bread?
You don't understand English, man? I just said I want the same thing he got. They ain't the same sandwich. His was bigger.
The same sandwich.
Yes, this was bigger.
Get the out of the store.
What?
Get the out of the store!
Now, way more nowhere.
Young black men have violent communication skills, which means they don't communicate to understand. They communicate to be offensive or defensive, which ends up making them make dumb decisions that land them in prison. The reason why is because they were raised by one parent, which is their mother. Their mother would beat them when they get mad, then ask questions later. That's why street dudes shoot first, then ask questions later. Every decision you make is a portal to a new timeline. The final decision is made by you. You cause a ripple effect that lands you in prison every time you react off anger. Next time somebody disrespects you or try to get you upset, ask yourself, how deep could the consequences be if I act on my thoughts right now? I may get my point across, but will that make the Chinese man change how he feel about me? Everybody want to be reactive to every thought that comes. The bad thoughts that come in your head are not a representation of who you are. Your thoughts are just a part of your body. You wouldn't call yourself a bad person because you have a bad back, right? So just because you feel anger, don't mean you have to act on.
But at the same time, it's like, shit. If you just ignore everybody that disrespect you, it's like, bro, you can go your whole life feeling like a bitch, really. Shit. I don't know.
Only focus on the thoughts that's going to move you forward. And the ones that's not, don't listen to it. Law 31, limit their choices.
It's ready. Come here, baby.
That's my 5-7, man. Yo.
I got that bastard.
Jimmy's father was serving 10 years in prison, so Jimmy had to look for a father in the streets. He forced them to break into cars. If you don't father your children, your sons are gonna grow up needing masculine validation because they're looking for a father figure to validate them. If they don't get the validation from their father, they run into an older male who can manipulate that child's needs for a father figure, making them fall for the manipulative law of limiting their choices. Let's take a look at another example. Law 33, identify their weak spot. Naaman's father is in prison for the rest of his life. So now he's raised by his mother. Now his mother is trying to force him to follow his father's footsteps of being a street dude.
What you mean Kanad took the stash? And he's still walking around?
I'm gonna talk to him, Mom. Make sure this never happened again.
Look at me, boy. Kanad got to feel some pain for what he did. He got to.
I'm trying.
You trying, huh? That's what you gonna tell your father the next time you see him? That you trying? Or you gonna tell him what you done?
What he done got him locked up.
She thinks that if he doesn't become a street dude, then he's not a man. And since men orient their behavior around women, they flash money, do band for bands, shootouts, anything they think women are drawn to, because women mistake all this for masculinity when it's actually toxicity. And this creates more dysfunction, which feeds the divide and conquer system. Let's take a look at another example. Law 31.
You're a sorry excuse. I don't know why I ever messaged you.
I just want to see my daughter. Can I take her for a couple of hours?
You think you should just pop up here every day with no money for me, asking to see my baby. What you are is broke, and I'm not going to teach my daughter to be hanging with no broke. It stops here. So you can provide for her, you're not allowed to see her anymore.
A lot
Bro, what the hell? Oh shit, I cut up.
of street dudes are not body. You wouldn't call yourself if they flat 31.
It stops here.
Yo, what bitches be whining?
You think you should just pop up here every day with no
I don't know. White bitches be wanting money, bro. Why everything be money, bro?
money for me, asking to see my baby. What you are is
Why not money for the child, bro? Why money for you and like child, bro?
Take a look at another example. Law 31.
That shit crazy, though.
you're a sorry excuse. I don't know why I ever messaged you.
I just want to see my daughter. Can I take her for a couple of hours?
You think you should just pop up here every day with no money for me, asking to see my baby. What you are
My
is
baby.
broke, and I'm not going to teach my daughter to be hanging with no broke.
Our
It stops
baby,
here.
bitch.
So you can provide for her, you're not allowed to see her anymore.
A lot of fathers are absent in their child's life because women nowadays think a man's masculinity is tied to his money. So they withhold their kids out of spite for the father. This forces men into that street life because the only way he could see his kid is through materialism. And this is all part of the sleep spell. The people who run the world convince women to hate their men. They said, I'll give you free food, EBT. I'll give you a free house, Section 8. I'll give you free checks every month, WIC, as long as the dark-skinned man can't be your man. Let the system be your man. I'll provide for you. He's not doing his job. And the reason why they targeted women is because the woman can easily be manipulated. Because the devil talks to her more because she overthinks so much. That's why the devil placates to her emotions. Let's take another look at Law 31.
Now, when we get in this dock,
Law 31.
you to play like you crazy so they can keep these checks coming in.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you take that Adderall like I told you to?
Nah, you be making me feel weird.
But you need to take it just in case they want to since you it'll be in your system. We gotta keep these checks coming in. That's how I keep my bills paid. Take this.
Hey, Mom,
What do you want?
I'm hungry. Trying to see if you have some food or something.
I ain't got nothing for you until you get yourself out the.
Hello? Oh, brother, you got $1 or something?
No, you can go get a job though.
Mothers
Just get him out of dollar, bro. Shit.
will mess their kid up and won't take accountability for it because they don't think they're the problem. That's why you gotta father your children. If you don't father your children, your baby moms is gonna use your kid as a check because the people who run the world
Tight shit, tight shit. So there's like movies and shit. Only found, bro, this shit like straight poison, dog.
convince women that surviving off materialism is all that matters. They don't realize that this ideology was facilitated by the deep state shadow Satanists who run the system because they all got them under a spell. And that's why most women rely on tricks, men who spend money on them, or the system. The media makes people feel like they're not good enough if they don't have materialistic items. But who runs the media? The system. They don't have the system. The media makes people feel like they're not good enough if they
That's that one Chicago rapper, right? I can't remember.
don't have
And, can't really.
materialistic items. But who runs the media? The system. So when
system.
fathers go absent,
Matrix.
women try their best to figure things out, but they make dumb decisions that mess everything up because women are not biologically wired to lead. That's why you gotta father your children and lead yourself. Here's another example of Law 31.
And this is what you do? You plant this bullshit in my garden?
You trying to say I planted that shit?
Who else?
I ain't planted that shit. You need to check your boyfriend Melvin. I told you that nigga file. You did it, huh?
No, baby.
Yeah,
Kick his ass out, mom.
it won't happen again.
Oh, so it's cool now?
I need you to shut up!
Huh, the truth hurt, don't it? How you think I feel? You up in there laid up with this thug don't even know who want to kick me out the house so we could be around here doing whatever.
If I want to bring a man all up and through here, I bring a man all up and through here. That's my say, not yours.
Wait, so this is the father of the children, then there's the boyfriend teacher, or this
That's enough.
is so lost dog?
You need to move. I'm leaving, man. No, I'm leaving. I can't live like this.
Don't go.
Don't go. Don't go. You gonna choose this over me? Your flesh and blood.
The mothers will always kick their kid out and let the bum
that's
stay
just son type
because they're
shit.
wired.
I can't live like this.
Don't go.
Don't go. Don't go. You gonna choose this over me? Your flesh and blood.
The mothers will always kick their kid out and let the bum stay because they're wired that way. In Genesis 3 verse 16, a woman's desire for her man will always rule over her. So that means desire for her
You will
man
desire to control your husband, but he will rule over you.
will always rule over her. So that means desire for her man will always rule over her. So that means making her man happy means more to her than the well-being of her child. Father your children, bro, because these women could be easily controlled. The people who run the system, which are people who worship Satanists, they're all under Satanists. They convince women to hate
Fucking
their kids
Satan.
and go against their men. And they don't even know they're under a
Satan,
spell.
ruler
And
of
that's
the
why
planet.
women don't improve themselves. They just go to the next man that's gonna put up with her garbage that
Shit.
she just put you through. That's why she was just with the dreadhead. Now the dreadhead do her bad. Now all dreadheads are bad. And now she go to the guy with the waves. The guy with the waves do her bad. Now she go back to the dreadheads. But the dreadheads do her bad again. Now all men bad. They always go look for somebody who will validate their toxic behavior because they don't know how to fix themselves. They don't want to fix
I got some,
themselves. And that's why
I
they'll
got
do
some eggs on this
anything to
fucking
the point where they'll
stove.
date bums because they don't want to fix themselves. But it's because men don't know how to lead. How you expect her to follow you if you can't lead yourself? For all the guys watching this, true masculinity has nothing to do with materialism. It's having a supreme mind to where you're balanced, to where you can hold your own on a mental level and a physical level, to where you could cultivate your own energy to protect the woman.
Tight shit, but this fucking world run on money though. I mean, like, I don't know, this fucking world run on money, and then like I don't know, like all the fucking, I feel like all the fucking 9s and 10s run like rich people anyways. So it's like, what the fuck, you can start with like a fucking 4 yard 5 dog. Like how the fuck you getting 9s and 10s with like money, dog, or like fucking, I don't know, dog. I mean, he's spinning over like shit, I don't know.
Women are not biologically attracted to assets.
What? I mean, I guess, but like, what the fuck?